Drummer ain't got shit on me. I'm ghostwriting tracks. A lot of your favorite rappers' tracks were written by me. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I wrote a track that's coming out soon. Label hit me up. They say, yo, they want to shoot a music video for it. I said, well, you know what I mean? I want in. I want to be part of the music shooting community now. You feel me? You know, and they linked me up. Me and Cole Bennett. We directed a video. I wrote it, and y'all will see it soon. Yes, plaques are coming in. Publishing checks. They look fat. Anyway, so that's why you saw me DR. Whatever. First, I was in Dominican Republic, by the way. It's the first time I've ever been there. So I was there for 2 days or a day and a half. Whatever. The majority of the video is done. Anyway, the most entertaining thing, which happened on Friday, was this interview, and we're going to go through this shit. I want to start off top, because I love Twitter. Y'all love Twitter, and that's why I didn't put this on Instagram, because I only want the Twitter niggas to watch this shit. You Twitter niggas are in your feelings. I love it. I've never had a weekend I enjoyed more than this. Twitter niggas are up in arms. Yo, they're tweeting a mop. Yo, did y'all see these niggas? They feel personally mad. Oh my God. Uncle Charlotte, you were supposed to get him. What the fuck y'all talking about? Right? Now, it happened that the interview with the rainbow hair nigga, it's like one of the most viral things this year. And it's all because of one simple thing. And niggas on Twitter, they're fucking having... Their head is exploding. They can't understand it. It's reverse trolling. Okay? Yo, salute to Charlemagne, man. Charlemagne's a legendary radio personality. But ain't nobody gonna sit up here and tell me that Charlemagne ain't one of the biggest trolls in the game when it comes to him interviewing niggas. When Post Malone sits on his set and he looks at him and says, what are you doing for Black Lives Matter? Or he says some shit that's like, yo, it's almost a non-sequitur. Like, it doesn't follow. He just says something out of the blue, and the artist feel like, oh, what the fuck? And the artist looks flustered, and people tweet it, and it trends or whatever. Post Malone looks like a sucker. Post Malone even later went on to say, yo, Charlemagne's a troll. He said that. Right? Now, are they cool? I don't know. Twitter, that's what I be telling you. I be fucking with Instagram more than Twitter. Twitter loves when the new artists just get fucked up and played on these platforms. Lil Xan says Pac is boring. Oh, we love killing Lil Xan. Fuck him, you know what I mean? Like, the nigga Lil Xan is at the point where he's performing Tupac songs at his shows. There's 13-year-old white girls who don't even know what Tupac is. But Xan is so fucked up mentally over the internet bullying that he got because he went to Revolt and they set his ass up. Yes, these outlets are setting niggas up. And he's so fucking fucked up. He don't know what to do. Like, he's performing Tupac whole albums at his shows. The nigga apologized 30 times. I love Pac. I'm getting a Pac tattoo. He's about to get a Tupac tattoo. Nobody gonna forgive him. You feel me? Again, nigga got set up. I think niggas have realized the jig, and just because I'm not no biased nigga. I'm 100 with it. I don't think Charlemagne's a nigga who tries to set people up. He trolls though. That's one thing for everybody who's trying to fucking spin. Charlemagne trolls. When you're having a conversation, you jump out of the blue, can I suck a fart of your butt? That's a troll-like comment. That's something that somebody's not prepared for. And I think people don't understand what trolling is. Trolling is sometimes just saying, that, like, back in the day was shock jocking. But sometimes trolling, these days, that's the new form of shock jocking. You get me? Like, you just say something, and it might be funny, but to the person you're talking to, like, whoa, where that came from? You're having a female guest, yo, suck the fart of your butt. What the fuck you talking about? You get me? That's trolling. It's entertaining to us. You get me? We having a civil war out here. I wholeheartedly believe this. This is the new wave of rappers versus the old wave of media. And I'm not saying old in really particular to age, because I don't believe new and young or young and old really deals with age. I think it deals with what y'all agenda is. If y'all are catering to the Twitter niggas who love to be offended and love to hate the whole new wave of hip-hop, yeah, you're going to try to set them up with some shit to make them look stupid. And I've watched the last, like, 2 or 3, like, new artists go on the Breakfast Club, And I noticed the same thing. Again, because you're going to have some people who say, yo, Ak, you set him up. Nobody set nobody up. These artists have a brain of their own, and they feel like they're going into hostile territory at this point, especially after the Zan thing. They all feel like they're going to hostile territory when they pull up to these outlets that really don't ever talk about them positively. For example, 6ix9ine lives in Brooklyn. Maybe, he was definitely trolling like he ain't know Charlamagne before, whatever. But you live in Brooklyn, nigga. Breakfast Club is in New York. You know about Charlamagne because you even brought up the fact that he got hit or whatever. So you do know about him. Now, because of that, you've heard him give you donkey today, and you've heard probably comments he said about you. So you went in there thinking he don't fuck with me at all. So I'm not coming like most of these new niggas, yo, they're not going in like they have nothing to show. They're coming in like, yo, I just had a #1 album, nigga. I got 5 songs on the Billboard. Like, you're not gonna little nigga me. Like, I keep telling y'all that. That little nigga shit is out of here. You're not gonna act like you gonna show me the respect and all that slick comments. Now we gonna get to it. That's what y'all saw. Except he hit him with a reverse troll. So I see a lot of people with like confusing shit. That nigga was trolling Charlamagne the whole time. And for some, it came across like it got on the Charlamagne's skin because, yeah, everything Charlamagne said, it was like baseball. I don't know if y'all watch baseball. Like, Charlamagne would basically almost throw like an intentional ball out of the fucking box. It's not a strike. It's like it's just a ball. And the nigga would hit it for a home run. The Breakfast Club just wasn't prepared. Everything they said, they couldn't back it up. So, you know what I mean? Like, they saw talking points online. They probably just said it, and that nigga just bodied every one of them. Truth be told, that could have been a different conversation if the retort was better. When that nigga said, which problem I start? Nobody knows? Yeah, now that nigga's realizing that y'all don't really know too much about me, I'm about to troll the shit out of you. So, I don't want to just get into this soliloquy. I want to walk you through the interview from my perspective. And we're going to get into the scum gang shit too. And again, I just had to set the palette and the platter for what y'all saw, because I know there's some Twitter niggas, because I did tweet this out. Y'all are utterly confused, and I basked in y'all confusion. I loved it. I want y'all to also go back and look at, if Yachty was as quick with the mouth like a New York nigga, the interview you saw with 6ix9ine would have been with Yachty. Look how Yachty's demeanor was with Charlamagne. Tell me I'm lying. His demeanor was on some shit like, no, y'all don't fuck with me. Y'all said I was the face of the new whack niggas. That doesn't sit well with him. Again, in Charlamagne's defense, because again, I'm not no biased nigga. Charlamagne's defense, he's saying, yo, I made an analogy. I didn't call you whack. I'm just saying people say it. Listen, I've been there before because I said people say it about Wale. Wale took it personally like I said about him. I get that. But it's the same artist or the same feeling going into an interview. Yachty didn't fuck with him. Yo, look how the Yachty interview looked awkward and dry. You know, some shit like, nigga, I'm just here because y'all niggas like, I guess like on the radio and on the platform that I can't reach with Instagram and Twitter. That's it. So let's play it. And I'm going to stop it frequently because I want to point out some shit that I believe y'all miss. Twitter, unfortunately, these days turns everything into a minute clip and then people just going on what they say, what they want. So they miss the whole context and they kind of miss some subtle shit that's underlined for the whole interview. So let's start it. And by the way, I'm playing an alternate version of the interview. This version cuts out all the bullshit. Okay? I got it from somebody's Instagram page or YouTube page. Let's play.
Don't do that.
Here we go.
Right? Y'all couldn't tell me, yo, do this, this is the right way. Don't do this, don't do that. Do this. Yo, stop doing this. Don't say this. Post this. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, nobody was telling me I was doing something wrong. But now that everything is going right, everyone's telling me, no, you're doing this. Let me do what I'm doing, because obviously whatever I'm doing is working.
Nah, not when it comes to all that beef shit, man. I'm
listen,
telling you.
You don't got no Billboard records.
Famous last words.
Listen, you don't got, listen, Charlamagne, you don't got no Billboard records.
Yeah, because I got a nationally syndicated radio.
I hate to stop it at that point, but let me tell you what just happened, right? Charlamagne is trying to have one of those intervention type interviews with him, some serious shit, and that nigga is doing what Charlamagne normally does, which is joke around and like keep it light. Like, yo, we ain't about to have fuck out of here, nigga. Shit's working for me, blah, blah. It's two different perspectives. The reason why I'm not gonna blame 6ix9ine for it, Charlamagne trolls a lot, bro. We gotta keep it 100. I troll a lot too. The first time I saw 6ix9ine troll me, I was caught up. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I learned to adjust to it. But all of these new niggas troll. If you don't think Pump ain't on Instagram, there's a Pump clip I'm gonna post while y'all listen to this. He's fucking troll. All these new niggas, they troll, bro. Now, is he trolling dangerously? Different story. But let's keep listening. And I think this is where it kind of got off balance because it got Charlamagne to be defensive, which I've never seen him throw out like accomplishments.
Billboard records.
I got a nationally syndicated radio show. I got a New York Times best-selling book. I've had hit TV shows. I executive produce a lot of TV shows. I got movies
To be
coming
honest,
out.
if it wasn't for this, I would have never heard about you.
Okay, excuse that clip. Again, this is from somebody's thing. But let me just get through this.
That's cool.
All right. Now, that's what people couldn't understand when I say he's trolling. Yeah, Charlamagne just said all that, and he dismissed it hella quick. He knows Charlamagne is more than just a radio nigga. You feel me? But that's the troll. Like, he just dismissed your shit. Now your whole serious, I'm proving myself. It's like, nobody gives a fuck. He does this to me all the time. He be like, yo, you literally just the YouTube nigga that did War in Chirac. Like, it's a troll. I do believe Charlamagne got a little bit defensive because of that, and he was on it's like kind of fighting when you're on your back foot. But let's keep listening.
If it wasn't for you,
I'm telling you right now, that you say you got a executive radio show?
Don't worry about it. I don't do nothing.
All right, this is gonna be your most viewed. I'm telling you for a fact, this is gonna be your most viewed.
You took your GED test yet?
Yeah, I took it and I passed it, and
That's
I wanted
dope.
to save it till the video that I'm about to drop is actually called Day 6ix9ine Graduation Day, and I passed it. So, can you say congratulations?
Congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you.
I'm happy for
So,
you.
I did pass it, and
Hey, again, it's skipping around, and again, this is that whoever edited this because they said they took out all the bullshit talk. That right there, I think, also puts Charlamagne in a position that he's not usually in. Homie answered a question, asked him a question, then basically instructed him to say congratulations. And then before, as a normal interview would go, Charlamagne could ask a follow-up question. He cuts him off and takes control of the interview. You get me? I think people usually, they call it media training. And a lot of times when, look at the first Chief Keef interview with the Breakfast Club or look at the first Migos interview with the Breakfast Club. These guys are so un-media trained that they either say nothing or the interviewer could bring them anywhere. This nigga took the interview over like this. He took the interview over like this. And when I mean took the interview over, because some people will argue, no, the point of the interview is to let someone talk. Yeah, but he's directing the conversation so you can't even pin him on nothing. So even if you were trying to pin him to something you feel like he was lying about, he's switching. He's telling you what he's going to be talking about. So that's why he's going to look like he's killing you.
I showed
my
up.
bad.
They just all right, so boom. Let's think I'm gonna get to it. Let's think like booking agents and agencies and y'all do y'all be having like little shows, right? Like 105 be having shows.
The subtle troll and disrespect. Nigga, you know Powerhouse, nigga. Powerhouse, I believe, for the last 2 or 3 years happened in Brooklyn, Barclays Center. Nigga, you live in Brooklyn. You see? So that's what I'm saying. It's trolling / disrespect because the nigga think he's in a hostile environment. That's my interpretation of shit. All that, y'all do little show. Nigga, you know what we do. You feel me?
Y'all be doing like
We get money for appearances.
He's talking
You know
about
what you're
concerts,
talking about.
like Powerhouse and all that, yeah.
Yeah, like name
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Like
name one, yeah.
Powerhouse?
Yeah,
That's what it's
Powerhouse.
called?
Yeah.
It's like a
Do it at the Barclays.
Alright, so boom, perfect. So boom. Say Powerhouse, right? You book a headliner, which is like what? Future, you say? Like
The Weekend, Future.
The Weekend, Future,
yeah.
right? So when you booking just let's go with Future or something,
Okay.
all right? Say you booking Future, right? You book Future, but he's your headliner.
Correct.
At the World Star Show in Austin, I'm the headliner. I'm the main event. Like there's T Grizzly, Rich the Kid, YFN, Rollo, all of them. That was the lineup. I'm the headliner. I'm leading the show. You know what I'm saying? You book a show at Powerhouse, right? Future's your headliner, right? You're the booking agent. You're the stage manager. You're this. What are you gonna do to make sure that you booked him? You the one that gotta pay him, right? Are you gonna make sure your main event is safe, like for them to perform and give the crowd what they want?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, right? So me, I'm not dumb. You know what I'm saying? And let me address this. When I travel out of town, I don't travel with 100 people. I don't travel. You know who I travel with? 2, 3 people. When I went to LA for All-Star Weekend, I'm with 2 people. It's me and 2 other people. I don't walk around. Why? Because I let my nuts hang. Like that's.
Well, and by the way, I've talked to him about that. That's super dumb. Nigga, don't make music videos that you have 100 people behind you throwing up all type of gang shit. They have every flag in the world. There's even fucking dogs that banging in the video. You ever see his music videos? They got dogs that's like set tripping and banging in his video. If that's how your videos look on some Rough Rider shit, when you go on tour, you better be with more than 3 people. What? You better be with like 15. Bruh, in your videos, you have a mob of niggas. You can't just roll up solo. Niggas see you on the internet and they want to see that in person. They see you with 100 niggas in Gummo, Kiki, Kuda, and they want to see, okay, so if you're talking that gangster shit in that video, you're also talking that gangster shit on Instagram. Now, when you show up to our city, well, what you mean you only got 3 people? Nigga, that's your fault. Because we going off your videos.
Come on, like.
You're kind of contradicting yourself, though, because you said that if somebody got an issue with you, don't wait until they got 100 people with them to address you. So if you walking around proclaiming to be this big gangster, this big tough guy, you got to show up, even if it's just you and 2 people.
Now listen to this.
I ain't gonna lie, this was like a rib shot. Because I think Charlamagne was catching him in a simple hypocrisy statement, but he made it more complex and he kind of explained something that made Charlamagne look like it was a dumb question. Even though it wasn't. Like, I think any other rookie that you probably asking that type of shit, they would probably be like, they would fumble over it, but he actually bodied this answer.
Right? Now listen to this. Listen what he just said, right? Remember what he just said. So World Star, right? I'm the main event. So boom. I show up. You know what I'm saying? I show up. So World Star's like, yo, we make sure we got you security, cause I'm like, yo, listen, it's just me. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's grown ass men marching the streets looking for me. Like that shit drives me. Like I got these niggas missing work. You know what I'm saying? They not taking care of their kids. Them niggas marching the streets looking for a kid with rainbow hair. Like how stupid could you look? Like, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Bottom line, Jay that runs World Star, right? He's like, yo,
salute to my guy Jay.
Huh?
Say salute to Jay. That's a good dude.
Yeah, salute to Jay. Jay's like, yo, listen, you about to go on that 110, can you make it sure 110 I got security here, all this, I'm like, I'll make it there. Boom. So the show comes, Shotty called me, he said, yo, be safe, I love you, make sure you prepared, go in there. He said, yo, but take a look on the internet, everyone's tagging me. So I go on the internet, the Jay Prince dude, right, is on the stage for Rollo set, is on the stage for YFN set, for Lil Baby set, for Rich the Kid set, for YBN Namir set, for T Grizzly set. So I'm like, I call Jay back. I'm like, yo, blood, like you got these dudes that's ready to, you know what I'm saying, play with me and play with my money on the stage. He's like, nah, but I'ma clear him. I said, yo, so I'm your main event, right? Aren't you gonna guarantee my safety? You know what I'm saying, in the venue? It just started looking like a setup to me, you know what I'm saying? I said, yo, what's up with the security? Like, they allowing that, like, for them to be, how am I supposed to give your venue, your crowd a good performance, right? And I'm supposed to be looking over my back while I'm performing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to get world starred on a world star stage, blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, going back to what you said, right? He said I'm contradicting myself.
I ain't gonna lie. I think this is where Charlamagne was about to have him, and then that nigga hit that shit out the park with this next line. Or it's coming up.
There's a difference between being gangster and being stupid.
Bingo. That's a fact, though. You get me?
Now listen to this. Now listen to this, right? I let my nuts hang, right? But am I gonna go against 100 niggas that want to get me? Or be the smarter person and be like, stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance to world star me and violate me when I could be the bigger person and be like, you know what? Y'all couldn't guarantee my safety. Y'all know that I showed up. Jay know I showed up. But you can't guarantee my safety. Now listen to this, right? Now listen to this, right? You the
Oh, my bad. Fuck. What's wrong with me? Anyway, no, what I was saying is, I'll make it quick. I think the conversation from here, and by the way, I'm Monday morning quarterbacking this, so I'm not fucking like getting at or like critiquing Charlamagne because he's operating in the moment. What could have been the response to that? Because 6ix9ine's right. If I was giving points to whoever, like, first of all, I should have played the very beginning, but this clip doesn't have it, where Charlamagne checked him about, you're not the hottest in New York, Cardi B is. And yeah, you could say cosign, whatever, but Cardi B is the hottest in New York. So I'm going to award that point to Charlamagne. But in this sense, where he asked him, he says, well, if you're talking to gangster shit, you should have showed up. Tekashi's 100% right. And he bodied him with he bodied that response with there's a difference between being gangster and being stupid, right? However, I think a follow-up question could have been, all right, you're right for not showing up, because only an idiot would show up with 2 or 3 people when they got 50. However, ain't that the reason why you should check in? If niggas is going to get your shows canceled, and yeah, you got paid, but your fans didn't get to see you. It's basically a concert you didn't get to show up to, right? Not only that, you essentially got pressed. Is that not true? Right? You know what I mean? But whatever. You know what I mean? Again, I'm Monday morning quarterbacking it, so I'm not critiquing, but let's keep going.
That you want to see controversy, so you going to be like, go in there, you tough, right?
No, I don't.
Now, but listen to this, right? Like some people that say they walk in, I'm not going to let you trick me into taking an L. I don't take no L's. That's why people hate me, because I'm so arrogant and but it's just me being like, yo, this is the truth. This is the facts. People hate the facts.
Listen, you're absolutely right. And if you're smart enough,
hold on. Let me finish. I just address what he just said. That's not. I never contradict him because I let my nuts hang. I'm not just stupid. At the end of the day, I got a daughter to make it home to. You know what I'm saying?
But don't you think what you do online is stupid though?
Nah, it's not. But listen. So anyway, I show up, right? I show up.
And again, well, first of all, you could say Charlamagne is number one being mature, also being a good interview by letting him talk. But that's the point Charlamagne could have got him on. That's the point right there, right? The internet shit. Because again, I'm throwing out points. You can't blame a nigga for not showing up to a show when 50 niggas are on stage ready for him and he got 2 people with him. Can't blame him. But that internet shit, yeah, we could kind of get at you for, like, you getting on the internet saying certain shit, blah, blah, blah. But he cut Charlamagne. That's what I'm saying to control the interview. He cut Charlamagne before Charlamagne could even get into that shit. It's like, fuck that. Let's get into some other shit.
I show up. Jay's like, yo, the security, there's no security here for you. Like, they don't want. I said, what you mean? They said they don't want, I guess the security there was from Fifth Ward and
Texas,
Houston, yeah.
And Jay Prince,
And they
Prince,
said they
Texas.
was scared of to even tell them to get off stage. Now, you calling me to a venue where you want me to get on stage and the dude is on the mic talking about, like, where's 6ix9ine? So you never cleared the stage, blood. Like, it was a setup, blood. Like, I was built.
No, it was. That's the
It was,
setup.
yo,
It was
blood.
but.
Everyone seen
But
this.
you don't
setup.
think you
But-
causing none of this
Oh,
by
oh,
getting
oh,
online?
but-
Hey, and I told 6ix9ine this too. You get me? And I think that's one of my biggest problems with this interview. This interview was the Breakfast Club being unprepared. Like, you can't bring a nigga who's in fuckery every other day and shit. I'm not saying Charlamagne should have it, but his intern should have had every fucking thing that nigga's done chronicled for the last like 360 days, because y'all gonna be asking him about it. That's why he's bobbing and weaving out of shit and ducking and like swim moving y'all. Like, he's making y'all look crazy. Because, like, all that shit about the security, fine. But nigga, like, you have to admit, Jay Prince pulled a power move on you. He pulled a power move. Jay Prince Jr. pulled a power move on 6ix9ine by saying, you're not, I'm going to show you when you talking about, because if we remember the sequence of events, which I'm pretty sure the Breakfast Club had no idea about this. Maybe some intern gave them a sheet. Who knows? But the sequence of events, they put you out of a club. Okay. Nobody knew about it. Then you went to perform the next day or 2 days after in South Padre, Texas. And then afterwards, they put it up that they put you out of the club, and you get online flexing like, yo, yeah, I'm still in Texas though, and the whole Texas love me. Texas, they only mad at me because Texas loves me or wants me to perform more than they want them to perform. You know, that's what really made them niggas said, oh, word? Texas loves y'all, loves you, and wants you to perform more than me? All right, let me actually show you our power. They pulled up to Austin, your next date, and they shut that shit down that you couldn't perform. Or they didn't shut it down. They made sure if you was on that same energy, you couldn't perform. That's really what he should have answered for. You get me? I still believe Jay Prince pulled a power move on that nigga. Don't talk about Texas love you more than they love us, because I'll make sure you don't perform here, period. That's what happened. You didn't perform. You can't knock it.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
suck your
Charlamagne.
dick and I'm not checking in and all of this
Yeah,
and
straight
that.
up.
But it
No,
wasn't
check
set
in.
up. But you know, you from Brooklyn. You know, if you
Yeah,
have a
blood.
problem with somebody,
All right,
it's
no.
on
Now
set
let's go back to
regardless.
Powerhouse. Let's go back to Powerhouse, right? Let's go back to Powerhouse. Just so everyone that's watching can understand me, right? We go back to Powerhouse, y'all there. Future's your headliner. You gonna let somebody that be for Future fuck up your headliner? And you gonna let them be on stage talking about what you gonna do?
Nah, but I'm gonna make sure.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna make sure if it's my venue, I'm gonna make sure the stage is clear. But
Well,
if,
we've
if,
had those
hold on.
issues. You make
But
one
if you
artist
in
leave because the
Brooklyn,
other artist is coming in because you want to
Nah,
make
it's
sure.
not about
But if
that,
you in
bro. I don't got no
Manhattan,
problem. But
if
if
you
you
in
on
Brooklyn-
stage while I'm trying to perform,
right? But you in their town.
What
That's
type of
their
shit is that?
town. That's like somebody comes out of town to Barclays, right?
that's
Hold on.
not
You from
that.
Brooklyn.
That's not that,
You
blood.
know
That
that
listen
you
to
could
me.
tell-
Low-key, Envy was making some sense. He was just over-talking Envy. He was over-talking Envy. See, I'm trying to be as down the middle as I can. Envy was trying to make some sense, but he was over-talking Envy. And, again, I don't believe Charlamagne or Yee knew the sequence of events to really check him and pin him down to it.
him in your town, regardless, easily.
But
right
listen,
or wrong.
that's a fact. But for
Same thing.
like that shit wasn't professional at all, blood. That was like that shit was so sketchy, blood.
6ix9ine, you absolutely right, but you're not. So you're absolutely right in what you're saying, but you're not professional when you online antagonizing these people. They're not just showing up for no reason. They don't just hate you because you hot and you got
Like, listen, I could say whatever I want online. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you got to
It's
deal with them
my-
consequences.
Nah, I do. And like I said, like I don't feel like I ain't take no loss. I made it back home. I got paid. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you still get paid for that, even if
Yeah, but I showed
you don't
up,
perform?
blood. I showed up.
Charlamagne had a point right there. He had a point. Like, yeah, the consequences of your online shit. But I think that was, you could have got an acknowledgement that, nigga, you got, that nigga flexed on you with his power, or you got checked, or whatever it is. Who knows? Whatever.
You got your back end and everything?
Look, I'm back in everything. I'm with WME, William Morris. You know what I'm saying? I make sure I get my back end, blood. I show up, you pay me. I waste my time. Now, listen to me. You a grown ass man. These are grown men. Like, I'm talking about 30 years old, blood. Y'all know. 30 years old, marching the streets looking for a kid with rainbow hair that just went home with 20,000 for just coming to a show. Don't even gotta perform.
All right. Yeah, I've seen some of, like, fuck Black Twitter is so fucking stupid. They be so Black Twitter are like Twitter journalists. They work 9 to 5s and they just tweet all day and get nothing accomplished. So dumb. And to keep it real, actually, let me take that back. I love Black Twitter. They make me 10 times richer than I would normally be. But this is the point where he's talking about what did he just say? Let me just rewind.
Spent a lot of time in Houston, though, and you got to go back. You spent a lot of time in Houston.
I spent a lot of money in Houston. Y'all know.
Okay. So, people were mad at him calling himself a kid. And you're right. The nigga's 21. You're not a kid. Some people say, well, he's talking about the people who are older, whatever. I don't think he has a point with the I'm a kid shit. I don't think so either. So I agree with the people who say you can't cite that you're a kid and that you're a gangster, right? And I can't put words in his mouth, but I think he needs to clarify that I don't think he's trying to say he's like some little innocent child. I think he's trying to say that there's niggas who are just, they have no other incentive other than trying to find him, right? Call it clout chasing, call it whatever you want. But the whole kid angle, you're not a kid, my nigga. Like, you're 21. Like, you might be younger than a lot of these people, but you're not talking kid shit. You feel me? You're talking, I run this, I run that. That's not kid shit. I got to be honest, right? That's just what it is.
30 years old, marching the streets looking for a kid with rainbow hair that just went home with 20,000 for just coming to a show. Don't even gotta perform.
But you spent a lot of time in Houston, though, and you got to go back. You spent a lot of time in Houston.
I spent a lot of money in Houston.
And you do a lot of shows in Houston.
And I do a lot of shows and people
So
love
now
me
what
in
happens
Houston.
when you got to walk around Houston and you want to, like you said, you got a daughter. You don't want to walk around and you walk with your daughter. And,
like I said, I walk around, I let my nuts hang, blood. Like, I go back to Houston whenever I want. I go back to LA. I could leave this interview right now after this and book a flight to LA.
That would be smart.
What you mean? When I went out to LA, I didn't have no show. I went out there.
Low key, the look on Charlamagne's face is priceless. Bruh, Charlamagne has this look on his face looking at 6ix9ine like, man, when Angela Rye gonna come in here, man? I don't want to talk to these new niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He's like, man, could somebody call Angela Rye? I want to talk to her, bro. I don't want to talk to this nigga, bro. I can tell he's fed. He is fed up. He don't want to hear none of this shit. Like, I can tell he don't even have the energy. Charlamagne back on, I remember when he was on Wendy and Chingy came in the building, that nigga was just there. But I could tell this nigga's just seen it all. He's like, man, fuck it, man. This is the fucking moment. Man, fuck this shit, man. Fuck it. All right?
And I was out there, blood. Like, I was out there. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't show up to a lot of your shows, though. Why didn't you show up to some of the shows that you had in LA?
This is what I was talking about. See, this is the misinformation. And see, this is why, like, the Breakfast Club looked bad, right? And that's why people are like, yo, 6ix9ine checked him or whatever. Because when you say that, you got to have the facts because he got the facts. You get me? Like, he's more prepared than y'all. You can't have that be the case.
Name the shows since you know so much.
I mean, I don't know the names of.
See?
But they say you didn't show up to them.
The shows were canceled because the venues were scared.
Right.
They were scared that something was gonna happen.
They scared that they was gonna lose their life. You know what I'm saying? That's shit that happened.
You don't think you effing up your money with this tough guy gangster persona?
Nah, I don't know. You think it's a persona?
It is clearly a persona.
So what makes you think it's a persona?
Because it's, you know what persona means?
Yeah,
What does persona mean?
like an act.
No, that's not what it
So-
means.
so-
It means that this is your persona. Like you give off, you say you're a blood, you say you're a gangster, you say you tough. That's not that's what you're saying. You're giving off that persona.
So you're saying that I don't live up to it.
I don't know.
Hey, well, here's the funny thing. 6ix9ine's definition of persona was right. Charlamagne's intended meaning of persona maybe was different than his interpretation and his like explained meaning, but what he explained of what a persona is, for some people a persona is an act or something that's given off to be perceived by others. You know what I mean? Like a type of personality, whatever that is given off that is perceived. Actually, let me just read it from the dictionary. Persona, okay? The aspect of someone's character that is presented to or perceived by others, okay? I think what 6ix9ine was trying to ask him is that, okay, you're right. I'm presenting myself as a gangster, which is, quote unquote, could be an act. Are you then saying that I am not a gangster? You get me? So he was saying, are you saying that it's just only an act or just only what's presented that I'm really not? Right, if this chick don't stop fucking calling me, man.
What you live up to. All I'm saying is that eventually it's gonna catch up to you. Who are these your OGs? Who's your OGs?
I mean, ask them. They right there.
I mean, I know a couple of them is my people, so I know them. But
So ask them. They right there. bro.
I want to talk to one of your OGs. Can we talk to the CEO of the label? Okay, put Trey on the mic. Cause Trey older.
You know, put him on that mic over there.
Yeah, Trey, we've seen this movie before, right? Mm-hmm. Like, don't you think that he's causing a lot of this on himself?
You talk to the mic, Trey.
In a sense, he's expressing himself just like everybody else that gets on the internet. People perceive it to be him. What's the term? Trolling.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
I'm not in his generation. Most of the people in his generation, they do the same thing. This is how the rich, the kids, all the other young millionaires achieve their goals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tekashi doesn't get on at no time. I can vouch for it. He doesn't get on camera. He doesn't get on internet saying that he's going to kill anybody. He does say he's a blood. He does say he's gangster. He doesn't threaten anybody's life. He doesn't threaten anybody's well-being. With that being said, this is America. We have a freedom of speech. So whether he's on the internet saying I'm gangster, come touch me, come take my chain, that's how he feels and what he wants to promote. In the essence, that doesn't say that these guys in LA could say, yo, when you come out here, I'ma kill you. Or the guys in Texas, yo, nigga, you gotta check in when you come here. You dig what I'm saying? We don't check in nowhere with anybody. Having
At all.
relationships with somebody is something totally different than checking in. Right now, Junior Prince is he's his father's son.
Exactly.
That's the
These
claim, that's
niggas.
the
These
claim.
niggas don't. These niggas.
Oh my God, I'm so bad at this. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Okay. What was I saying? I was like, yo. I said, the entire interview, I'm sorry for that, I'm sorry. The entire interview, really for me, or the most information was when Treyway CEO or Shotty, whatever, he got on the mic. The reason why is because he said the most direct thing, and he pretty much explained exactly what 6ix9ine is. The rest of the interview is 6ix9ine trolling Charlamagne. And again, I keep telling y'all, Charlamagne's a master fucking troll. And when I mean a master troll, he has serious conversation, but he throws in troll questions to create humor, to create moments, and other things of that nature. When that happens, I'm pretty sure those artists that get trolled or whatever, they leave the Breakfast Club saying, man, I can't believe Charlamagne had me looking that crazy, blah, blah. But that adds to the image of what Charlamagne is. And the artists never get to do it to him. It's the first time niggas have seen someone troll Charlamagne the same way Charlamagne has trolled somebody else. So people are fucking flabbergasted, right? But, so that's why I chalk up most of the shit that 6ix9ine said. It's trolling, Brian. Like, he's trolling Charlamagne. What Treyway CEO said is exactly what pretty much 6ix9ine is. He's a nigga. We ain't gonna call him a kid. He's a young rapper that hops online. He trolls like a motherfucker, right? He does talk gangster shit, but he trolls a lot. You could tell a nigga's a troll. I keep telling him, I always say to him, I don't know if y'all, there was a skit like me and him did today, or actually it's not a skit because y'all so dumb, y'all believe it's real. So it's real. It's really real. The Brunch Club is real. Anyway, but I always look at him and say, yo, if you weren't rapping, you'd probably be Supreme Patty 2.0. Like, you're a content nigga. You know how to make shit go viral, right? But he gets online, he trolls, he does talk shit because he's a gangster, blah, blah, blah. But the Treyway CEO is right. Like, he never gets on and be like, yo, when I'm coming to your city, YG, I'm going to do this to you. The Game, I'm going to do this to you, or whoever else. He never does that. And I don't know if the only thing, if we're talking about retorts or whatever, I don't know if that's covered under freedom of speech. You can't be like, yo, test my gangster. And then when people, and when things are happening because your gangster's getting tested, then you're like, oh, it's freedom of speech. That's the only thing we could say. But in terms of this whole long interview, Treyway's CEO explained it well. All the artists of Tekashi's generation, they're fucking trolls. Lil Pump got big by saying fuck J. Cole. We talked to Lil Pump on this platform. He said he was fucking trolling. Smoke Perp also kind of blew up with that fuck J. Cole wave. He said on a Montreal interview, I was fucking trolling. The new rappers, most of them, they're fucking trolls. They troll a lot and they'll just LOL it out. You feel me? Now, is any of them trolling and talking gangster shit like, yo, I'm the toughest, blah, blah, and whatever? Maybe not. I think Tekashi might be one of the only ones. But in terms of, and I believe the Treyway CEO, he's older. He looks like he might be 30-something, maybe close to 40. He's just saying the new generation of rappers, they all troll like 6ix9ine. He might be troll to the extreme, but they all troll like him. So I think he has a great point with that. The only thing is, I think test my gangster and, oh, is this freedom of speech? That is where you could be like, yo, you can't say test my gangster, then say it's freedom of speech. You get me? It's like me popping shit like, yo, somebody come do some shit, man. You get me? But I will also agree with him. He never, ever threatened anyone like, I'm going to do something to you. But, of course, you're inviting it. You're saying, test my gangster. Sorry.
Don't make nothing. Look, and y'all here. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all here. This dude never shot nobody, never did nothing, blood. Living off his father's name, blood. I make my own name, you heard?
But don't you think it affects business? Like when the shows start getting canceled and promoters don't want to book them, don't you think that's when it's time to pump the brakes?
It's not that. Only 2 shows got canceled.
Only 2 shows.
And that was the L.A. No matter of fact, one
in L.A. and the one in World
No,
Star.
that wasn't canceled. That was
one
just
show in
that.
LA.
It was one show in L.A.
You from Brooklyn.
It's not so hard to find me. It's not hard to find me. It's not.
That's not true. There's been other shows that's been canceled. As a result of the quote-unquote violence or the testing gangster, yes, there's 2. But there's been multiple other shows because of the allegations that got canceled. There was a show that was in Lehigh Valley or something like that, which is in Pennsylvania, and people fucking almost protested because they didn't want Tekashi to come there and got canceled. There's been like 10+ shows. Again, not because of that violent or gangster shit, but it got canceled. There's been shows that's been canceled. But I guess if we're only talking in the context of people fearing violence, he's right. But, you know what I mean, you could point that out if you knew the facts. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, boy, it's not hard to find me.
Don't call me a boy, please.
It's not hard to find me. It's not hard to find me at all.
No doubt.
I do want to comment real quickly on that. I've seen some people made that racial. Some people say, yo, he said boy, that's a racial thing. New York niggas say boy a lot. I'm not from New York. I live in Jersey. I'm really from Jamaica. New York niggas say boy a lot. These younger New York kids, like, they say boy a lot. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of their fucking... Bobby Shmurda said that shit. You feel me? So, it's not racial. I know he's fucking Hispanic and people wanted to make it racial, but it's not.
You know
Can I
what
ask a
I'm
question?
saying? If someone wanted to find me, they would have been found me.
Give it some time.
Nah,
Stop-
blood.
stop
Like,
bringing it on
I feel
yourself.
like you
even if
you're gonna be waiting a long time, blood.
I ain't gonna lie. I think this is where, yo, if y'all want to clip a part of this whole thing that I'm doing, clip right here to wherever. Trust me, Charlamagne is waiting, probably salivating over the moment that this nigga get knocked out, or because y'all could clown Charlamagne for whatever he said, but Charlamagne is playing the long game. Something's gonna happen, and as soon as it happens, Charlamagne's bringing this whole thing up, and all y'all say whatever, and he's gonna say, "I told you so." So he's playing the long game with it, which again, I mean, I don't know if y'all are betting men or betting women or not, but would you bet that he never gets his chain taken, or he never gets attacked or whatever? That's I would take that bet. In the next 10 years, nothing ever happens to him. That's a bet that a lot of people would take. So Charlamagne's playing the long game with that. So I'll give Charlamagne that.
This how
Boom. When I was starting making music and I heard that you are cool with Scum Gang from
Who is Scum Gang?
Flatbush. Academics said that you was cool with
No, actually, no. You know what happened? They
Scum Gang.
They called me one night.
I don't want to give say no
listen,
names,
they
but
called
you
me-
know they it's some group that ran with.
Yeah, they called me
Flatbush.
one night and they was like, "Yo, I got all this information on 6ix9ine." I said, "I don't
Yeah, but
care."
you work with them.
No, I
but
don't.
anyway,
What you
listen.
talking
So
about? I don't even know them niggas.
there's this dude
What
right
is
from
this nigga
Scum
talking
Gang
about?
from Flatbush, right?
That little laugh that Tekashi's doing is because he knows he's getting to Charlamagne. I keep telling y'all, Charlamagne's a master troll, but if Charlamagne's a real one, he'll admit he got trolled. That nigga trolled you because, and by the way, I haven't talked to Charlamagne in months. Ever since that Desus and Mero thing, I haven't talked to him in months. I got to be honest with you. I landed in the DR. I was watching it at the airport, and when I got to DR, and I felt compelled to reach out to him because I know how he gets. He'll go on the Brilliant Idiots podcast and probably thinking that I really said that to Tekashi and go off on me. So I reached out to him. I said, yo, just for the record, and this is what I texted him. I could even read it to you. But I said, listen, for the record, I never said that to Tekashi. Okay? What I said to Tekashi is that what happened is that, like, this is way back, right? This is way back. This is one of the first couple times, like, I even, like, met or seen Tekashi. And he asked me, yo, you posted some Scum Gang dudes. He said, yo, they hit you up or something? I said, nah. I said, yo, my nigga Charlamagne, they hit him up and he put me in contact with him. And they say you stole that Scum Gang shit, blah, blah, blah. So I said, fine, I'm going to throw up a post. Now, Tekashi knows I do my fucking job. And he's a troll too, but he knows, like, as much as me and him, we are cool. But if he got knocked out, he know I'll put the video up first too. The fuck? Nigga, he knows I do my job, right? So he didn't look at me like, yo, why'd you put up the Scum Gang thing? He was like, so that's why he actually said, oh, like, did they hit you up? And I said, no, Charlamagne put me in contact with him. He knows that Charlamagne literally only hit me up saying, hey, these are the guys. Now, and this is where I think it maybe get a little gray area-ish. Does he think, or maybe he knows something else, why he thinks that Charlamagne's down with Scum Gang? I don't know. But as far as what he said, what Akademiks told him, Akademiks only told that nigga when he said, yo, wait, why'd you post them up? Because this is like early Tekashi wave where the clout chasers were little. And I'm going to address a lot of people who are clout chasing in a second. So he asked me, so why'd you post it up? And I'm like, yo, I gave them a voice because my nigga hit me. Like, Charlamagne hit me saying, yo, whatever. They started telling me all this Scum Gang shit. You used to rock with them, blah, blah. And I said, man, this is confusing. Fuck it. I'll put up a post for y'all. Just make me a video. And that's it. Anyway, and to really address, before we get into the rest of the Scum Gang shit, I see a lot of people do asking me, and I think some people have, like, misconstrued it. Like, yo, you're biased. You won't put up that so-and-so is in his hood, like, walking around. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. let me see who the people who Tekashi has beef with that we know. Trippie Redd, YG, Trippie Redd, YG, and The Game. If The Game went to Brooklyn looking for Tekashi, I would cover that shit like I'm CNN. If YG went to Brooklyn looking for Tekashi, I would cover that shit like I'm CNN. If Trippie Redd went to Brooklyn door by door, I would cover that shit like I'm CNN. Y'all cannot expect me to cover these artists who do not have a hit song, period. I have never even heard a song of theirs. But all we know is that they're like some online nemesis with this kid. If that was the case, and by the way, I learned even my lesson from that trash-ass nigga V-Sec or whatever his name is when, you know what I mean, there's clout chasers out here. And I'm really not into publicizing clout chasers no more. So if you don't got a hot song, I'll give a nigga the pub in the world. But make sure you got a hot song that could be like, yo, we listen to this song. You get me? But there's certain people who are getting at him, right? And who feel like they're entitled to be posted. You don't have a hot song at all. I don't know any music by you. If my audience knew a song by you, if Rich the Kid just start beefing with 6ix9ine, I'm covering that shit like a motherfucker. I'll cover Rich the Kid. But some of you guys gotta pop off with the music first. You'll never pop off via beef. And in regards to the Scum Gang guys, all respect to them, I posted that one video just because my mans, Charlemagne, reached out. And I said, you know what? When the big homie reaches out, you know what I mean? I'm going to put that up because clearly he felt that it was important enough to give you in contact with me. So I put a post up. But beyond that, and they've sent me multiple things, even recently. I'm not on a campaign trail. I'm not defending 6ix9ine at all. But I'm not on a campaign trail where you don't have anything relevant out. And I'm just posting that you're beefing with this kid who does have music out. I cover people straight off music. You know what? Like, the only person that I probably covered before they really had popping music out or before I knew about it was Black Youngster. And with him, he was just like a comedian. You get me? Like, there's nobody I've covered just straight off beef. Especially when you haven't, like, musically you're not doing anything. So that's what I say to all those people. Okay, let's keep listening. So this is a Scum Gang thing. And so what I just said was for the Scum Gang and all the clout chasers. So if you're wondering why I'm not posting who and who, blah, blah, make a song, my nigga. Like, beefing with this nigga, I get it, he's viral, but it's not going to put you on. And I'm going to realize that if I post you fucking at every fucking library in Brooklyn looking for him, you're going to take that and you're going to probably think that's the way to get on. If you make one hot song, I'll cover you from here till next year hunting this nigga down. But you got to make a hot song first. That's all I want. Give me a hot song and we lit.
I used to run with them, but nobody could say who I'm crip under. Like, who was I crip under? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or everybody's gonna post your pictures of this, and that. Who was I crip under? I live on 18 locusts, blood. You know when I say, yo, 6ix9ine this and 6ix9ine that, niggas on my dick and on my yak. Niggas looking for me, you can hit my jack. I done drop my address, you know what 6ix9ine at?
Hey, he's incredibly dumb with that shit, by the way. He's the only nigga. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Whatever bullshit he just said, he really lives there. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that's why, like, I think I even asked him when I was like, why the fuck? I think I asked him, like, yo, why the fuck did you say that? Because he really still lives it. You can't be rich and still live in the hood. I keep telling him that shit, but keep dropping your address, man. That shit will not result in something good happening.
I really drop my address. That's why I said it's really not hard to find me, blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always outside. And the hood I live in is Crips and Bloods. So if I'm with Crips and I'm with Bloods, yo, I didn't come home to this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if people's like, yo, you running with Crips, I'm running with Crips. If you people say you running with Bloods, I'm running with Bloods, or I'm running with both, I'm running with both. Like, they both my homies. You know what I'm saying?
You was flagged up with the blue on, though.
Was I ever jacking, yo, I'm G-Stone, or I'm GS9, or I'm, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo, these my homies. I done been in your homies' videos, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know these niggas.
They your homie, now you don't know.
No, I don't do that. Don't put me on.
Now you want to get caught up in it.
I don't know no Scum Gang.
The bandana was for nothing, or it was just
yeah, like, I had the bandana, you know what I'm saying? But when they post a picture, like, who am I under? Like, name corny, but who was I under? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas always jacking, he's this, he's that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So pull up on me. Like, I haven't met not one brave soul that came up to me and was like, yo, you fool. You a fake ass gangster. You a rapist. You a this, that, and the third. Nobody got the balls to come up to me and do that, bro. Like, nobody got, you know what I'm saying? It's all the internet and it's all this and all that.
No, by the way, them niggas
they
did call my phone one night and I said, I don't care. And I actually gave them Akademiks' number. I said, I'm too old for this shit. Call Akademiks.
Nah. Akademiks said you called him personally.
Akademiks is a lying ass nigga.
Akademiks
gonna get you hurt. I'm gonna tell you why.
Answering to your question, right?
You see, that's when Charlamagne got defensive. And you see, just because 6ix9ine didn't want to get into it, because he knows he's trolling them, that's what I'm telling you. There was visible signs that Charlamagne got out of character. Charlamagne is used to just kind of just like fucking reading the energy and just killing the motherfucker, bro. Eating that nigga's soul alive. Pause. But he got trolled. Again, I told you the story of the Scum Gang guys. And by the way, you know what I mean? Because they'll probably see this. All respect to them. If you ask me, and I think 6ix9ine even has Scum Gang tatted on him, bro, clearly you niggas are the founders of Scum Gang. Like, it's clear. And I think this is my overall point, right? Fine. And even the point with all this gang shit, too. Me being the media and most of the fans, they don't give a fuck if he's fake, if he's real. They don't give like, real blood, real grip, or whatever the fuck it is. They don't care if he's real Scum Gang or not. That's some stuff that if you guys really care about, you guys have to handle separately, because the audience, I got to be honest with you, they don't care. They really don't care. So like, the fact that it comes up in an interview like this, yeah, a lot of people probably be like, yo, yeah, that nigga not real Scum Gang, but where does it go from there? Like, what I would say to the Scum Gang guys is that it has, like, there is no come up in proving that somebody's not real or proving that they're not down with your movement. Not because, okay, fuck it. Let's say 6ix9ine is a fake Scum Gang guy, right? It's not going to make people now pay attention to you guys. It's not. So are you just trying to say it to, or make it clear that people know? Bruh, at this point, I believe the Scum Gang guys. I'm not going to lie. But do people give a fuck? They don't. You know what I mean? It's like, what will help the people who's pushing the message and what will hurt him? I don't think any does either.
It's not. I was never that and turning blood. If people, it's just all media, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was never under nobody. I was never, those all my homies. I'm right on Locust, Bushwick.
Hey, let me say this again, too. This is another thing I would say. 6ix9ine is kind of fucking stupid. You know why? Have you ever seen a 6ix9ine show? Every time he does shows at this point, there's like 60 people in the crowd who send me videos of how the shows go. Because people are expecting the worst. They're not going to catch him. Maybe something happens. I probably can't identify 3 or 4 black people in the crowd. It's usually solely white. And the point I'm making by saying that is that, have y'all ever been to a Waka Flocka concert pre him getting to EDM? You ever been to a Gucci Mane concert early like 2004 or something like that? You ever been to like a hood nigga show? Or like the niggas that really live and die on that blood and crib shit? You ever been to a Nipsey show? You ever been to a fucking YG show? The demographics are much different than 6ix9ine's show. 6ix9ine's demographic is very kid, yo, we turning up, let's get mosh pits. That's what happens. I've never seen a gangster stage dive. I've never seen The Game rap about killing 40 niggas and then say, yo, I'm stage diving. Even though he probably could, because he's performing in front of a lot of different crowds, especially overseas. But I don't think YG is stage diving. Jeezy used to have concerts where niggas is getting shot and the concert's still going. Jeezy is not gonna stage dive. There's gangsters in that crowd. Your crowd brings out gangsters. They don't want you to fucking dive on them as much as they fuck with you. 6ix9ine's crowd is different. That's why it confuses me a little bit, because I look at him and I say, you're really going hard with this gang shit, and you're trying to prove it to these guys who they'll never like you. But your audience is not the people who want to be on some you're the realest gangster. They don't care. Like, they love the energy of the music and they turn up. That confuses me personally. I want y'all to look at the concerts for Jeezy in like 07. And then I want y'all to look at the concerts for Tekashi in 2018. Completely different crowds. So why are you going so hard to convince the motherfuckers that's not in the crowd you even have? Blows my mind, but he's his own man. Let's keep listening.
Borderline Best Style, right on Myrtle Avenue, right there. That's my hood, Sumner 900. All of them wrap them up. All of them homies.
Can you go from wearing blue and then switch over to red?
I mean, I don't think you could do it if you actually a Crip member. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was never Crip.
So
you know what I'm saying? I was never Crip.
So,
yeah.
Like you said earlier, you said you
like your homies. They
stop saying that to me. I don't know them
Crip,
niggas.
Blood,
I don't know them at
man.
all. I wouldn't know them if they walked in the studio.
Yo, he got on the Charlamagne skin right here, bro. It's the first time Charlamagne kind of really looked rattled. And again, even with the troll shit, tell me Charlamagne wasn't trolling with Lil Mama. When Lil Mama allegedly cried, even though it wasn't because of that. Charlamagne's a troll, bro. And what I mean, like Charlamagne has usually a lot of great points, and a lot of times he has great messages. But the entertainment factor with him is a lot of troll-like things. He says some random wild shit like, oh shit, that's funny. You get me? And this little nigga is fucking beating him with the troll game. Let's keep it 100. Let's call a spade a spade.
You know them niggas.
No,
like,
I don't.
If I was actually down with his homies, nah, I wouldn't be able to.
See, he's telling him, you're not down. It was like, yo, if I was down, he keeps fucking trolling.
I was never down with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you
I could walk around with a lime green flag and be like, oh, I'm Patria. I'm not Patria. I could walk around with a Land King flag and I'd be like.
But isn't that faking though? Isn't that false flagging?
Yeah, but I was never jacking it, blood. Like, I was never like, yo, I'm G-Stone, like, I'm, you know what I'm saying? Half of the people that was in these videos that came from LA, none of them niggas was blood, and it was in the who's the nigga that came at me?
Who? Game?
More trolling.
Nah, the other dude.
More
the,
trolling.
The dude that was hot mad long ago that came out, YG.
YG came at you too?
Yeah,
Well, I think he left a comment under Games.
Why you say you hot mad long ago?
Then he came out with the Tutor and Buddha song, like,
Man, that was
2002.
too out.
That's trolling. See, yo, I love with the new generation, yo, it's like they don't get trolling. And I think this is where niggas start showing their age. Bro, you think that Tekashi don't know that YG had My Nigga? You think he don't know he had Who Do You Love? You think he don't know he had Why You Always Hating? You think he don't know he had Fuck Donald Trump? He fucking does. But he's trying to downplay. But the thing is, Charlamagne is taking it so fucking serious. He's fucking trolling you, bro. The nigga trolled the biggest troll. And you gotta get that nigga credit.
YG got some good. We like YG. He's got some good albums.
Come on,
But
man.
you have to admit that the
This is my 20th year in radio. We've seen people
I
like
was
you
looking
come
at
and go.
about 20.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, they have a few hot records. They have a hot year.
No, you had
don't be
people
around
come up
next year.
here. You had people come up here with one hot record.
A couple.
One. You're talking about one hit wonders. You know why I like people like him? Because
By the way, in my opinion, this is not, we didn't speak about his interview. Actually, the only thing we said is that this shit is funny as fuck and it's doing numbers. I think he's talking about Casanova right here. You know why? They had Casanova for like a 40-minute interview. And I believe Casanova at that point had that song called Don't Run.
remember when
But also, there's been a bunch of one-hit wonders and I'm not calling Casanova a one-hit wonder, but there's been a bunch of dudes with only one popular song that came up there. So I think he's subtly throwing that in to be like, yo, I'm not just a nigga with one song.
Amo came out, everybody was like, one hit wonder. It's just the beat. He stole the beat from PA. He stole this. He stole that. He stole this. Then cool.
You know what's funny? I don't think nobody but Envy know what Gummo is. And I think that's where he fucking beats him. He's name dropping his songs that, by the way, have hit the Billboard charts, and Gummo is a top 40 song. And y'all probably don't know it other than the guy who's a DJ who plays in a club. They probably don't probably don't get the annotation or the connotation that Pierre is Pierre Bourne, and Pierre Bourne had a whole situation with Trippie and 6ix9ine. They don't get it. So he's like almost talking above their head.
It came on, everybody was like, oh. Then Kiki came on, what are you gonna say? And Billy came on, Then Rondo came on, I strive off of it. There's nothing you could tell me. Like,
listen, I hope you have a long career, but let's see if you're around next year. And I mean that as an artist.
That's a good point by Charlamagne. All Charlamagne points towards a long game, he'll probably get. Cause I tell 6ix9ine that too. I said, nigga, you might not be around next year too, bro. But hey,
and as a human being,
what happened in LA with the LA fight? What was that about? And why did you jump in?
Oh, them my guys too.
This is so fucking funny. This is so funny.
And I mean that as an artist and as a human being.
So fucking funny right here.
Fight? What was that about? And why did you jump in?
Oh, them my guys too.
They was from.
That was your guy.
Those are my guys. Charlamagne is hilarious.
Aquelio was my guy. So I don't know about no scum gang people, but Aquelio was my guy.
Who the dude that got his face torn up? The one with the stitches?
I don't know.
You saw the butterfly stitches he had that it was like torn, like it was like 3 inches. I think I got the picture.
Yo, just look at Charlamagne during this whole little exchange. This shit is hilarious.
You saw the butterfly stitches
watch
he
this.
had that it was like torn, like it was like 3 inches. I think I got the picture.
Now, from my
what happened?
from my understanding, was that
That was
over?
your man with the butterfly stitches?
He said that's your man's. Again, I think he's trolling, but again, I think he's constantly getting on the Charlamagne's skin because Charlamagne just claimed that was his man's.
I don't know about the dude
he
you
not
hit.
your man.
No, listen to me. Remember when you reported the story? Remember when you reported the story and you was like Aquelio, and I was like, oh, I know them dudes.
Is he your man or not?
It's a bunch of them. I don't know who exactly was there.
Yo, once I mentioned butterfly stitches, I don't know which one, but do you know? Like, which one was your man?
I don't know who got cut.
Oh, all right.
Since that, what happened?
You see how I get under his skin?
You're not under my skin.
I can see I'm under his skin. Like, everyone know I'm under his skin.
You're not under my skin.
But you see, like, I probably rub off wrong to you, him, and probably a lot of people. But at the end of the day, it's my job to get under people's skin. Like,
Well,
listen, you're not under my skin, but I just be concerned because you're a young man.
Hey, I'm going to say this, and I'm sorry to pause this so much, really. For all new artists, y'all should probably watch this interview. Number one, you shouldn't be 6ix9ine. That nigga is some other shit, like he's fucking on his own path to wherever he goes. But y'all should, if y'all not that quick with responses and you can't get at these outlets that's getting at you, nigga, you probably should fall back from interviews. I'm pretty sure, and when I talk to Yachty, I'm gonna bring Yachty on here. Not tonight. But I'm gonna ask him what he thought about this interview, and I guarantee Yachty loved it. I guarantee Yachty loved it. And not loved it for like maybe who he dissed, but loved it for the back and forth. All new artists wish that they could go to these platforms that they feel probably don't like him and just kind of get at him like that. You feel me? When Yachty came to Everyday Struggle, Yachty was trying to do that with Joe, but Joe turned the fuck up on that nigga about it. Joe started sweating 8 minutes into that shit. And that's when Joe's on some, you're in a 360, you can't be happy all the time. Joe turned the fuck up. You know what I mean? And like Yachty was ready, because I know I'm like fucking shifting conversation, but Yachty came in and Yachty had like P and like a couple other dudes sit in the joint where we're taping. Like we usually send people to control room and they were like, fuck that, they're sitting in. So like now as an interviewer, you realize you might say something and you got 3 niggas right here that might fucking pounce on you for some bullshit. You get me? But Joe's on some shit like, all right, I see what it is. 8 minutes in, when Yachty was kind of getting into the defensive back and forth shit, he said, oh, word? Nigga, you ain't gonna Tekashi me. Fuck that. Then he went on the offensive. That just never happened with here. It felt like Charlamagne was on the defense the whole time.
Money. People like your music. I don't understand why you have to do all the
he was kicking Jew
I
antics.
don't do it, bro. I address situations. Like, name one situation I started.
I don't.
Every time he asked him a question, they didn't know the answer, bro.
But it seemed like you started a lot.
Name one situation.
The Houston situation. I feel like you escalated.
How did I start?
You escalated because if it went from...
No. I didn't ask that. That wasn't my question. My question say name a situation I started.
I don't know if he started any.
All right, that's all.
You can't tell somebody suck your dick and then
They say I'm
don't
preventing
show
it.
up.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying?
Well, he showed up.
Like,
He
just
said
don't
I
tell him
showed
suck
up.
your dick.
I showed up. Why you keep saying I didn't show up?
Oh, we don't know if you showed up. You said you did, but we didn't see it.
You want to call Jay right now?
Say who?
Some well stars.
Yeah.
That's where you see, like, this whole exchange was just bad. You want to call Jay? I ain't show up? You sure? I just call the nigga right now. He goes, no, we good.
All right.
Let me
But
ask
why
you.
not come on? Oh, no. Okay.
Are there
And that nigga was quick to it because he had a phone in his hand.
Yo, you know, every time I'm in the city, I don't look behind my back. This is really my city. Like, no one ever tried me. Yo, you can't pull a video out. Like, yo,
we had a white. I'm sorry.
yo, you know,
I'm sorry.
you can't, yo, you hear me? You can't find a video right now, right? You can't find a video right now of a person. You see how when they punched him in the back of the head?
Yep.
When they punched him in the back of the head in New York?
Yep.
No, you can't find one video of someone testing me in my own city because this is really my city. No one will dare put a hand on me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Lord have mercy. Famous last words. Pastor, please pray
Yo,
for the brother
bro.
Tekashi.
Not gonna lie, Tekashi's super dumb in that shit, man. It's like, yo, nobody fucking, like, I understand, like, you're not Floyd Mayweather. You feel me? At least Floyd gets to train for all his fights. Nigga, you might walk out of some place after you just fucking ate, like, 8 pizzas and you got on stage, you're fucking tired, and niggas lines you up. That's like, I understand, you know what, at this point, and that's why somebody asked me, yo, you should bring 6ix9ine on, Everyday Struggle. Actually, me and Joe was talking about it even today. It was like, yo, like, why you didn't bring him on? Like, that's your guy. I said, nah. I said, nah, I wouldn't bring him on because I get it. I get it. You feel me? And what I mean I get it is that, like, I know he's saying certain shit just because it's been part of his brand. He's just building the hype. Like, so maybe he really believes it, but I understand why he's doing it, because he's just fucking, he's doing the Floyd. He's doing the Floyd, where like, all right, I'm going to get y'all attention by any means necessary. I'm going to get y'all attention whether y'all just want to see me get knocked out and my chain taken or whatever, or, and every time I avoid that, I get the win and I get y'all attention. Floyd Mayweather Jr. got $250 million doing that shit. Okay, word. Y'all all want to see me get knocked out because I'm a born fighter. I beat chicks. That's what he said, right? I do this. I'm a bad guy. I'm this, blah, blah, blah. Too arrogant. Okay, all y'all show up. I'm going to fight Pacquiao. Watch him knock me out. And then he didn't get knocked out, so he got all the money. He's kind of doing the same thing. I just always ask him, what happens when it does happen, right? Like, do you then try to continue because you can't talk the same shit? Do you fucking switch gears? We'll see.
Yeah, Pastor Brian.
We're
We're gonna pray. I'm gonna say a prayer for you.
Pray for him.
I'm gonna show you how much. I'm gonna show you how much I want to see you.
This is hilarious right here.
Houston too.
How you doing,
Pastor
Brian
Brian.
Houston?
Hold on, we'll get him a chair.
Let Pastor Brian sit, man.
Let the pastor sit.
Look,
This is a young brother.
By the way, we got a little extra crowd in here. I want all y'all to just make an account and just hit the follow button on my Twitch channel. I go live frequently. I mean, we chop it up about everything, but tonight we talking about this, and I got one surprise for y'all.
Pastor Brian, look.
This is a young brother
Pastor
who don't
Brian,
know no better
Pastor
yet.
Brian, look.
He think he can't be
Pastor
touched.
Brian, now listen. I never got touched, right? There's a video of him getting touched.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
We need you to pray for him too, Pat.
Pray for him.
You mean touched by God?
No,
I didn't.
The guy hit me in the
But
back of the head.
pray-
Yo, the pastor is hilarious. The pastor said, you mean touch my... Because the pastor's already thinking it's on some priest shit. Like, what you mean touch? Like his nuts fondled? That's what the pastor thinking. So he's like, wait, touched by God? And then look at Tekashi says, oh, no.
This is a young brother who don't know no better
Pastor
yet.
Brian, look.
He think he can't be
Pastor
touched.
Brian, now listen. I never got touched, right? There's a video of him getting touched.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
We need you to pray for him too, Pat.
Pray for him.
You mean touched by God?
No,
I didn't.
The guy hit me in the
But
back of the head.
pray
Touched by
But
some goons.
It hit him and he ran.
I did. It was another video too. It was 2 videos of another incident where I beat the shit out of a guy.
Hey, let's be honest. If you get hit by... In that situation... I know people clown Charlamagne for that, but if you get hit in that situation, you're running. Like, I don't care what y'all niggas on. Again, I'm going to say Charlamagne was a little defensive because Charlamagne brought up a completely unrelated video that we never seen about him beating up some guys.
But let's not
I
talk
never
about
seen that one.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Right here.
Being touched by God.
No,
I
definitely
didn't.
touched
No,
by
no,
a guy.
no.
The guy hit me in the
But
back of the head.
pray
Touched
for
by
it.
some goons.
It hit him and he ran.
I did. It was another video too. It was 2 videos of another incident where I beat the shit out of a guy. Too.
Nah,
But let's not
I
talk
never
about
seen
that.
that one.
I know.
I never seen
Because
it.
I don't care about stuff like that.
He needs
seen it?
forgiveness too, Pastor.
You
He
seen
needs
it?
forgiveness too,
Yeah.
Pastor.
Good
Don't
morning,
worry
how
about
are
that
you?
though.
Right, yeah.
Pastor, please pray for this young man.
I'm good.
Because I feel like if you don't pray for
pray
him,
for him first.
I feel like, no.
I'll let you pray for me because I
Pastor,
actually
pray for
believe
No,
in
we gonna
God.
all pray together. Stop.
Everybody
Come
praying
on, sit down,
together.
brother.
Turn
Sit down.
around.
See, you running from God. See, you don't get this prayer. You're gonna be dead in a year if you don't get this prayer
Nah, I ain't
down.
gonna, you know what?
Stop.
You know what's crazy? When I went to school, before the prayer starts, when I went to school, right? He reminds me a lot of my teachers. When I went to school, I stopped going to school in middle school in IS-71. I did go to high school for like only orientation, but then my dad passed away.
All right. And I know it's a sad story. We're going to skip past it, though. And by the way, this is what I was saying about, it's like a changing of the guards with the new rappers. I remember when I took a picture with 6ix9ine before our interview, and 6ix9ine had captioned it on Instagram. He says, "Me and a fan." And a lot of people say, "Yo, Twitter is so fucking dumb." I wish, like, I understand why these niggas, you know, I don't want to diss people who work hard-working jobs, but I understand why they're at where they're at, because they're too stupid. They don't get shit that's meant to be a joke. They take it serious, and then they promote it so much that you make the people more relevant and more like, you give energy to the people who you claim you're trying to clown. But they were like, "Yo, Akademiks interviewed this fucking child molester and like he's clowning him." The nigga was trolling then with a caption. But when I first met 6ix9ine, the first thing he said to me, he said, "Yo," and I've told you the story before. He said, "Yo," he says, "a year ago," he says, every day I would come home and listen to your videos." He says, "I grew up for the last 4 years." He was 20 at the time, right, I believe. He says, "I grew up watching your videos for the last 4 years of my life." He says, "The first time you covered me," which I still dispute this, he says, you almost co-signed Trippie Redd in calling me a pedophile and a rapist. And he said, "I didn't give a fuck because I felt I made it. I finally made it to DJ Akademiks' page. It's been an honor just for you to talk about me." So I only say that not to fucking masturbate and stroke my own cock on my stream, but it's to show how the fuck. If this, I won't say it. I only say it for this. For these new rappers, like, the way they look at my platform or whatever, and the way they look at the Breakfast Club. That's why I think he was trying to play Charlamagne, because Charlamagne has a fucking huge platform. There's shit that Charlamagne has done that I want to do. I want to write a book. I want to do some of these things. Like, these are great things. But for these younger rappers, they look at Charlamagne like, okay. You know what I mean? And to me, I call it a changing of the guards. Where the newer generation that's coming up, they're not looking at you as a staple of "I've made it." They look at me. They look at other YouTubers. They look at a review. They look at a Cole Bennett video. That's just how it is. And this is why you see this interaction where he's like, "Yo, you remind me of my teacher." Like, you know when people say their teacher, they're talking about like a hater.
Yeah, they said with the mouth you have, you'll be dead in jail. And that's
Right. I'm going to skip past
right away
it.
from me. Just pray.
Just say
All
a
right.
prayer, my brother.
All right, I'm going to skip past the prayer too.
Here,
Hey, Tekashi 6ix9ine, man. We
6ix9ine.
wishing you the best. You know,
Here's to
man.
you living up to your full potential.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not done yet. Watch, you're gonna see. I got 3 more records coming out that's done in this Billboard. Like, I'll probably retire this year. I ain't gonna lie. Cause
That nigga got cut out. See, that's another thing. If the Breakfast Club was on their shit, man, that niggas would really get at 6ix9ine, but they not, bruh. Like, yo, if y'all want to bring in a new artist, man, be on y'all shit, man. That's to every outlet. Especially, I want every artist to pull up with this energy to all y'all mainstream outlets, because y'all don't know shit about them. And when y'all just try to cookie cutter, I'm a big brother, niggas don't try. Yo, the new generation, they don't want no big brothers. They don't want no niggas fucking, no, they good. They on some, if I'm on a crash course, nigga, let me crash. Fuck that. Y'all niggas gotta be on y'all game. Soon as that nigga started talking that Billboard shit, you could have shut that nigga down. Like, nigga, okay, nigga, you had songs that made the charts like a lot of people, but how many you have on the charts now? You have 2 on the charts. You don't got 5. Period. You could have shut that nigga down, but you can't, because you're not paying attention to what's going on. Y'all bringing niggas on, and y'all probably bringing on 10, 15 a week. Nigga like this come on, y'all got the interns doing homework. A nigga like this come on my platform. Number one, I wouldn't be trying to disrespect him because I fuck with his music. But if he's on some shit just throwing records in my face and shit, fuck are you talking about? You had 5 records that ever made the Billboard charts, but nigga, you have 1 platinum record and 1 gold record. The fuck are you acting like you're the fucking biggest thing ever? You have 5 songs that made it on the charts at one time when your album came out, and now if I look on the charts now, you have 2. And this is my guy, but I could be objective with it because I'm only pointing out this whole thing just to show when y'all not prepared for a nigga and a nigga comes in and shits on y'all, it's not his fault. It's y'all fault. Y'all gotta come correct with these niggas. Like these niggas, they know all their stats and all that. They checking you before you could check them. They checking you with false information. As soon as that nigga said, y'all got 5 songs on the charts. Not this week. You have 2 songs on the charts this week. You have Billy and you have Gummo. Kiki's not on the charts this week. Rondo's not on the charts this week. What's the other one? Kiki, Rondo, there was another one. Kuda's not on the charts this week. You have 2 songs on the charts. Relax. There's a lot of people who have a song or 2. If you could maintain 5 songs on the charts, now you could pop. You could maintain that for a whole month. Pop that shit. You just had songs that debut. Yeah, your album fucking dropped, nigga. The Migos could brag that their entire last album made the charts. But it made it for the week it came out. After the week it came out, they were never back on the charts. Is that what you're going to brag on me? And this is why I be saying he went in there. He bodied them. I'm giving the win. Shorty, if you watching this, wait till I'm done with my speech. You don't come before my speech. You're not that interesting. I'm the guy who brings the people in. Okay? Okay, I just got to keep it 100 with you. Just to wrap this up, and then I'll get into the other fucker, because I know y'all want to fuck her. They could have bodied him with all type of shit, but all I saw was people who didn't know too much about an artist and an artist who was well prepared. I'll take credit for the preparation, even though I clearly, I told him to go to Breakfast Club the first week. He didn't. But he went in there clearly as a nigga who probably has researched some shit. That's just what it is, bruh. You feel me? And I gotta be honest with you. It's the first time I've seen Charlamagne out of character like this. If I'm gonna award a win, I don't think it's a unanimous win. But if I'm gonna score it, it's probably like 8-2. That nigga really did work on the Breakfast Club. If I'm the Breakfast Club though, because there's a silver lining, I don't care. Yes, he came in here. He made us look unprepared, uneducated about some of the things we asked him about, and also he cut us off and kind of quote unquote in the internet term sunned us. But you know what? We're gonna get probably cumulatively 100 million views out of this in the next 3-4 months, because not only our page will get to 10 million, everybody else who's reviewing it and whatever, we're gonna claim all their shit. So iHeartMedia is gonna get 100 million views off this one interview. So him bragging that he gave us our biggest views, thank you. You just gave us $250,000. And you gave us $250,000. And while you pop all this shit online, me, and if I'm Charlamagne, me, Angela Yee, and Envy, we're going to split that in bonuses. We're going to go on vacations, buy our wives and girlfriends purses and all type of cars. Thank you for the $250,000. You did not sun us at all. That's media. That's how I look at it. On an ego shit, maybe you want to defend yourself, but in reality, 6ix9ine didn't get the full win. iHeartMedia just got $250,000 off revenue from this fucking video. How the fuck? And who drove it? The Breakfast Club. How the fuck did they lose? Every viral moment, media. Let me tell you how this about media. Media never loses, bro. Media never loses. You just gave them a moment. If you really want them to lose, you go do it on a different platform and you shit on their platform the whole time. You went to their shit. And you bragging about, oh, this is the biggest interview. These outlets, they don't pay for interviews. That's a press run, nigga. So, thank you for coming here. Thanks for making us $250,000. If you thought we lost by making $250,000 while we probably made like maybe $1,000 with some of these other bum niggas, I'll take that loss. I'll take it, nigga. Fuck are you talking about? That's all I'm saying. Okay? So I'm not giving, when I say it's only an ego points that I'm giving Tekashi the W. He handles Charlemagne in a way that Charlemagne has never been handled before. I hope every new artist watches this, and not only them going to the Breakfast Club, them going to any platform. Them niggas is trying to set you up, bruh. Them niggas is trying to get you looking like Lil Xan. Go. You gotta kind of go in on defense mode. You a boxer. Play them. Don't let them play you. You rather the storyline be like, yo, you checked them rather than they checked you. Do that. I don't know if everybody has that smart mouth like Tekashi does. But in the overall grand scheme of things, Charlemagne didn't lose. I'm pretty sure he is licking his chops with his producers, with all the people who are behind the Breakfast Club and iHeartMedia, because they're getting a lot of money from this fucking interview. That's how fucking media works. When bad and bougie shit happened up at Complex, it was lit. It was lit. That's how media fucking works. I gotta let y'all know, the media never loses. Don't ever think you just sunned the media on the media's platform. No, you just gave me a ton of views that I'm about to make hella money with, because I'm about to get commercials and I'm about to solicit ads for a wild amount of money because you just gave me this. Thank you. Thank you. You get me? That's just a silver lining. You guys could take and do whatever you guys want with it. But if Charlemagne still defend himself, whether on Instagram comments or Twitter or on his whatever, it's just because it's some ego shit. He probably felt like he's dominated, or he may have had a reputation that he dominated all the guests. And yeah, a guest came in there and fucking just talked this shit and made y'all look crazy. You get over it. Next week will be another one. You know what I mean? Like, the Breakfast Club, they've been having a good run. Monique was a couple weeks ago. Like, that was a good, like, even though you could, again, probably say the same thing there. Like, oh, Monique sunned them. Yeah, Monique sunned them, but got them a good, healthy $250,000 check. Thank you. Sun me for $250,000. I'm down. The fuck? It's media, nigga. Anyway. Was there anything else interesting in
the game this year? Be smart to come back. I'll give everything time. Like, yo.
What?
Oh yeah, you gotta be around next year.
I'm gonna be around next year. I'll be out to 2020. When Bobby Shmurda come back, I'll give everything time.
That was a sign that he's just trolling. Just fucking trolling and nobody got it.
Yo, take it back. You know what I'm saying? Treyway shit, man.
And listen, when you get touched, just make sure to hit me up. And
when you get touched, I swear to God, when you get touched, I swear
Don't
to
do that
you.
in front of the pastor.
Why you swearing to God in front of the pastor?
I'm not supposed to.
All right, I'm done watching this. Done watching this. Congratulations to Tekashi. He's the most viral person this week. Congratulations to the Breakfast Club. They're all eating great bonuses, and I could imagine they're licking their chops because their bonuses are looking. That's how it goes. You feel me? Like, me and Joe, we talked about this today. I wish this whole interview was at Everyday Struggle with me and Joe. That could have been Joe and Tekashi. I would have just been there hyping it up. I would have loved that. That would have been great. You get me? So, again, me just being honest with everything. Oh, this person.